Hello everyone, and welcome. When most people think about valuable elements, they often imagine gold, platinum, or other rare precious metals worth thousands or even millions of dollars. But have you ever wondered about the opposite end of the periodic table? What are the least expensive elements on Earth? Surprisingly, some of the cheapest elements are also among the most important. They help build our cities, grow our food, power our industries, manufacture everyday products, and even support life itself. Without them, modern civilization would simply not exist. In today's video, we'll explore 5 of the world's most abundant and least expensive elements. These elements are inexpensive not because they lack value, but because nature provides them in enormous quantities, making them widely available for industries around the world. One important note before we begin. Unlike precious metals, there is no official global ranking for the cheapest elements because prices change depending on purity, production methods, and market conditions. Instead, this countdown is based on abundance, industrial production, and generally low commercial cost. With that in mind, let's begin our countdown. Number 5, Aluminum. Our countdown begins with aluminum, one of the most widely used metals on Earth. Aluminum has the chemical symbol Al and atomic number 13. It is the most abundant metal in Earth's crust, making up about 8% of its outer layer. Although aluminum is incredibly common, it was once considered more valuable than gold during the 19th century because extracting it from its ores was extremely difficult. Everything changed after scientists developed efficient methods of producing aluminum from the mineral bauxite using electricity. Today, aluminum is manufactured in enormous quantities across the world, making it one of the least expensive industrial metals available. One reason aluminum is so popular is its unique combination of properties. It is lightweight, resistant to corrosion, easy to shape, and an excellent conductor of heat and electricity. These characteristics make aluminum useful in airplanes, automobiles, bicycles, beverage cans, kitchen utensils, electrical transmission lines, smartphones, laptops, and countless other products we use every day. Another remarkable advantage is that aluminum can be recycled repeatedly without losing its quality. Recycling aluminum requires only a fraction of the energy needed to produce new aluminum from ore, making it both economical and environmentally beneficial. Its abundance, versatility, and recyclability have made aluminum one of the foundations of modern manufacturing. Number 4, Silicon. At number 4 is an element that quietly powers the digital world. Silicon, with the chemical symbol Si and atomic number 14, is the second most abundant element in Earth's crust after oxygen. Most silicon exists naturally as silicon dioxide, commonly known as quartz, or as part of many different minerals found in rocks and sand. Because silicon is so abundant, its raw material is relatively inexpensive. However, producing the ultra-pure silicon used in computer chips requires highly advanced manufacturing techniques. This distinction is important. While electronic-grade silicon is costly to refine, the element itself is one of the most abundant and affordable materials found on Earth. Silicon has transformed modern civilization. Nearly every computer, smartphone, tablet, television, and internet server relies on silicon semiconductors to process information. Solar panels also use silicon to convert sunlight into electricity, making it one of the most important materials in renewable energy technology. Without silicon, the digital revolution would never have happened. Its combination of abundance, remarkable electronic properties, and widespread applications make silicon one of the most valuable inexpensive elements known to science. Number 3, Carbon. At number 3 is one of the most extraordinary elements in the entire periodic table. Carbon has the chemical symbol Si and atomic number 6. Unlike many elements, carbon can exist in several completely different forms, known as allotropes. Soft graphite, used in pencils, and brilliant diamonds are both made entirely of carbon atoms arranged in different structures. Despite diamonds being extremely valuable, most naturally occurring carbon exists in inexpensive forms such as coal, graphite, charcoal, and organic matter. Carbon is also the fundamental building block of life. Every known living organism contains carbon. The proteins, carbohydrates, fats, DNA, and countless other molecules inside plants, animals, and humans all depend on carbon atoms forming stable chemical bonds. Beyond biology, carbon is essential in modern industry. It strengthens steel, purifies drinking water through activated carbon filters, stores energy inside advanced batteries, and is used to manufacture plastics, synthetic fibers, lubricants, and composite materials. Scientists continue discovering new forms of carbon, including graphene and carbon nanotubes, which are among the strongest and most promising materials ever developed. Carbon reminds us that an inexpensive element can also be one of the most scientifically important. We've now explored three incredibly abundant elements that support transportation, technology, manufacturing, and life itself. But the final two elements are even more fundamental to modern civilization. One literally helps build the world around us, while the other plays an essential role in agriculture, chemistry, medicine, and countless industrial processes. Let's continue our countdown. Number 2, sulfur. At number 2 is an element that many people recognize by its bright yellow color but rarely realize how important it is to modern civilization. Sulfur has the chemical symbol S and atomic number 16. It is a nonmetal that occurs naturally in volcanic regions, underground mineral deposits, and in combination with many other elements. Today, however, much of the world's sulfur is not mined directly. Instead, it is recovered during the refining of crude oil and natural gas. Removing sulfur from these fuels helps reduce air pollution, and the recovered sulfur becomes a valuable raw material for countless industries. Because such large quantities are produced every year, sulfur remains one of the least expensive industrial elements. Despite its low cost, sulfur is one of the most important elements used in modern manufacturing. Its most significant application is the production of sulfuric acid, one of the world's most widely manufactured industrial chemicals. In fact, economists and scientists sometimes use sulfuric acid production as an indicator of a country's industrial development because it is essential for so many manufacturing processes. Sulfuric acid is used to produce fertilizers that help feed billions of people around the world. It also plays an important role in manufacturing batteries, detergents, pharmaceuticals, paper products, water treatment chemicals, and numerous industrial materials. Sulfur itself is also found inside every living organism. It is an essential component of certain amino acids, including cysteine and methionine, which are the building blocks of proteins. These proteins help maintain healthy skin, hair, muscles, enzymes, and many other structures within the human body. Although sulfur is inexpensive, its contribution to agriculture, industry, and biology makes it one of the most valuable elements in everyday life. Number 1, iron. Finally, we arrive at the number 1 element on our countdown. Iron. Iron has the chemical symbol Fe and atomic number 26. It is one of the most abundant elements on Earth and the most widely used structural metal in human history. Iron is found throughout Earth's crust in minerals such as hematite and magnetite, where it can be mined in enormous quantities. Because iron ore is so abundant and global mining operations are highly efficient, iron remains one of the least expensive metals available despite its extraordinary importance. Nearly every modern city depends on iron. When combined with small amounts of carbon, iron forms steel, one of the strongest and most useful engineering materials ever developed. Steel is used to construct buildings, bridges, highways, railways, ships, automobiles, factories, pipelines, machinery, household appliances, and countless other structures that support modern society. Every day, millions of tons of iron and steel are produced around the world. Without them, the infrastructure that connects our cities and economies would simply not exist. Iron is equally important inside the human body. It is a key component of hemoglobin, the protein found in red blood cells that transports oxygen from the lungs to every tissue and organ. Without sufficient iron, the body cannot efficiently carry oxygen, which may lead to iron deficiency anemia, causing fatigue, weakness, and reduced physical performance. Iron is also believed to make up much of Earth's core, where immense pressure and temperature generate the magnetic field that helps protect our planet from harmful charged particles emitted by the sun. In many ways, iron supports life both inside our bodies and beneath our feet. As we've seen throughout this countdown, the least expensive elements are not the least important. Quite the opposite. Their low cost comes from their abundance and the efficiency with which humanity has learned to extract and process them. Aluminum allows us to build lightweight vehicles and recycle valuable materials. Silicon powers computers, smartphones, and solar panels. Carbon forms the foundation of every living organism while supporting countless modern technologies. Sulfur helps manufacture fertilizers and chemicals that sustain global agriculture and industry. And iron provides the structural strength that supports our buildings, transportation systems, and even the oxygen circulating through our blood. These elements may not capture headlines like gold or diamonds, but together they make modern civilization possible. Their true value is measured not by their price, but by the extraordinary role they play in science, technology, engineering, medicine, and everyday life. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed learning about some of the world's most abundant and useful elements, please consider giving this video a like, sharing it with others, and subscribing for more science-based videos exploring the fascinating world of chemistry, physics, astronomy, and the natural sciences. We truly appreciate your support. Until next time, thank you for watching, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next video.